Hello, everybody, and a blessed Imbolc. Welcome to our Imbolc celebration for 2022. I am so glad you're here joining us today. Today, we are going to be performing our Imbolc Sabbat. So, before we get started, let me just give you a few little heads up. As usual, I will be smudging myself and all of you. We'll be creating sacred space as well as calling the four quarters and the goddess as well as the god. After that, we will be performing a rededication ceremony. So if you are interested in doing that, I ask that you get yourself some non toxic oil, perhaps maybe like an olive oil or something that's not going to burn your skin when you put it all over yourself. I'll tell you more about that as the uh, ceremony moves on, but this is a time to rededicate ourselves to our path. In covens, this is usually the time where the dedicant gets the opportunity uh, to dedicate himself to the coven and to the work of the grove or the coven or whatnot. But for those of us who have been initiated, I like to use this opportunity as a time to rededicate ourselves to our spiritual path, no matter what path that you are on. As well, we will be doing a seasonal spell. This is the beginning of the earth starting to warm up for those of us in the northern hemisphere. And it's a time where we want to plant the seeds or give energy to the seeds that we have planted in our life. So, this would be a time to create an intention that you would like to give to the universe that you would like to see grow. So, this is a time to kind of think of growth and what is it that you've been working on that you would like to see grow. Anyway, so without further ado, please forgive me for one moment. I did forget something I need. I'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, pun intended. I needed my own oil for my anointing. Anyway, so again, welcome to this year's Imbolc Sabbath, and I'm really glad you were here joining us. I love doing these ceremonies with you live online. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. The sun has reached 15 degrees Aquarius. So today we celebrate Imbolc. This is the mid time between winter solstice and spring equinox. It is a time to celebrate the return of the sun's light and warmth and the emergence of new plants and animals as spring arrives. Imbolc is a time of year while casting our eyes toward hopes of spring, we're still focused on making it through the second half of a harsh season. While our ancestors were concerned about using up the last stores of the harvest, we can also find ourselves experiencing this in a figurative sense. Bride, the goddess of Imbolc, teaches us to nurture the seeds of healing and new growth before their actual emergence in these dark days. In the last moments of winter's darkness, before the dawn of spring, we gather together as a tribe and as a grove to celebrate healing, purification, nurturing, and ways to best care for ourselves as we wait out winter and prepare for the coming of spring. Blessed be. So, why don't you join me in doing just a very quick grounding meditation? Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths. Bring our focus and our attention to this time and to this space. Take another deep breath in. Feel yourself connecting with the earth. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Feel whatever it is that you are sitting on beneath you. And focus on this particular time. The warmth of the goddess's hearth embraces me. The light of her flame guides me. The strength of her blessing protects me. Blessed be. I'd like you to help me in creating a sacred space around all of us who are viewing. So in this grounded state, lend me your energy as we create a sacred space within our own personal space. I conjure thee, O circle of power, that thou may be a meeting place of love and joy and truth, and as a shield against all wickedness of the world. Thou art the boundary between the world of mortals and the realms of the mighty ones, and an entryway to the realm of the spirit. Wherefore do we bless thee and consecrate thee in the names of the Lord and the Lady. This circle is now cast. So mote it be. And now that my circle is cast, I am going to smudge my space. I'm in a tight spot, so I will smudge behind me. Smudge myself. And as usual, I am using Nagchampa, which is my favorite indoor cleansing. And this is for all of you. Blessed be. It is now time for us to call upon the quarters. So if you'd like, you're welcome to stand up and face the east, or if you are comfortable sitting or in a space where you cannot do that, just focus your attention to the east, wherever the east may be for you. I have to calculate it in my brain. Let's take a few deep breaths and take a few moments to evoke the element of air within us. And fill your mind with the colors, the blowing wind, and all that the air represents to you. We call upon the spirits of the east, of the cool air that blows, refreshing and filling us with inspiration. Hail and welcome. Blessed be. And now bringing your attention to the south. Close your eyes and evoke the element of fire and all that represents to you. It could be color, transformation, flames, whatever you sense it to be for you. We call upon the spirits of the south, of the fires that warm our homes, and of the sun that warms the earth. Hail and welcome. Blessed be. And now bringing your attention to the west, or facing to turn to the west. Again, if you'd like, you can close your eyes and evoke the sense of the water element and what that means to you. Feel it filling up our sacred space with its influence and energies. As we call upon the spirits of the West, of the water of the sacred wells that nourish us all, hail and welcome. Blessed be. And now turning your attention to the north. Again, closing your eyes and taking a few moments to evoke the element of earth within you and around you, and all that what it means to you. We call upon the spirits of the north and the earth from which the fresh green of new plants appear. Hail and welcome. Blessed be. We have cast our circle and called the four elements into our sacred space. Now it is time for us to invoke the goddess for the sacred rite. If you would like to join me in lending your energy into the invocation, you are welcome to join me. We call to the ladies of the skies and seas, the eternal goddess, lady of life and renewal. We call to her, she that pours out her blessings upon the earth, so that life may be renewed and all may be sacred again. It is your rain that purifies all that it touches, preparing all for the spring and summer ahead. Lady of the heavens, join us in our circle today. Purify your children for the year to come. Make us new as the maiden who walks with us this Imbolc day. Let us feel your presence in our rites. Hail and welcome. And now let us hear the charge of the goddess Bridget. I call to you, my children, my sisters and brothers, to hear my charge. I, who am Bridget, Bride, Brigrancha, Braga, Braganca, Fred, and many other names, do charge you to find the fires of life within your soul and forge yourself to be strong, sharp, and powerful. Pull the elements of the earth into your being. Breathe the inspiration of poetry, song, and art into your soul. Be heated by the flames of the fire and ember. Be tempered and soothed by the cool waters from my sacred well, and be shaped and fused into magic at my heart. Come to my wells for healing and wishes. Be nourished and soothed by the waters. Tie your wishes to the branches of my trees, and know that wishes spoken become magic of the world. Become your wishes, the magic at my well. Sing the inspiration of the mystery with your voice. Inspire yourself with joy and love. Delight in the blessings of creation. Become the art you are meant to be. Blessed be. And now, of course, we will invoke the God. We call to the Lord of the earth, God of the wild places, God of the soil and the green growing things. We call to the Lord who joins with the lady when the spring rains come. Take away our hurts and fears. Let them be swallowed up, the very earth that is you. Join us in our circle today as we purify ourselves and cast away that which we no longer wish to carry with us and grow that which we need to grow within our lives. Let us feel your presence in our rites now. Hail and welcome. Blessed be. So if you do have a candle ready, as those of you who may have read the description of the event beforehand, hopefully I have mine with me. Yes, I do. This would be the time to light the candle, which represents the sun as it begins to return and rise higher in the sky. Blessed be. As I had said before at the beginning, in case I hope you were here at the beginning, this is a time usually, traditionally, when initiates get initiated, when dedicants get dedicated. And this is also a time for us to rededicate ourselves to our spiritual path. No matter what your spiritual path may be, this is a wonderful opportunity to recommit yourself to your spiritual growth and to your spiritual path. And of course, if you did read the description before the event or were here at the beginning, I ask that you have a non toxic oil and one that may not burn you. Olive oil will do just fine. I am going to be using a little bit of lavender, which happens to be my favorite and does not irritate my skin. As we grow in wisdom and experience, we see that inner light radiating outward as a ripple effect through the interconnectedness fabric of existence. Imbolc is when we all dedicate or rededicate ourselves to our personal and spiritual growth and the ancient path of the wise and the great work of humanity. So, what I'd like you to do is you can either repeat the words within your mind You can repeat them out loud if you are comfortable in doing that. If you have an altar, this would be the time to face your altar. If not, just visualize yourself in the presence of all of the elements and of the God and the Goddess here within your sacred space. And repeat after me. I am a child of the gods, and I ask them to bless me. So now what I'd like you to do is to dip your finger into whatever blessing oil it is you're going to use. And with your eyes closed, anoint your forehead. You may want to draw a pentagram if that's what you feel comfortable with. On your third eye. And with your eyes closed, repeat after me. May my mind be blessed so that I can accept the wisdom of the God. Next, go ahead and dip your finger in the oil again. And I would not recommend putting it on your eyelids unless you're using olive oil, but just do it below your eyebrows. And repeat. May my eyes be blessed so I can see my way clearly on this path. Next, we're going to anoint the tip of your nose. And say, may my nose be blessed so I can breathe in the essence of all that is divine. Again, dipping your finger in your oil, anoint your lips, and repeat after me. May my lips be blessed so I may always speak with honor and respect. And now, if you can, anoint your chest. This thing out of the way. And say, may my heart be blessed so that I may love and be loved. And now again, dipping your finger in the oil, anoint the tops of your hands. And say, may my hands be blessed so that I may use them to help and to heal others. And again, taking another bit of oil. Depending on your comfort level and your access, we're going to anoint your genital groin area, or just trace a pentagram over the general area if you have 3 layers on like I do. And say, may my groin and womb be blessed so that I may honor the creation of life and that I may be one to create life, depending on what you have. And then lastly, we are going to anoint the soles of our feet, if you can, as I try to reach. And say, may my feet be blessed, that I may walk side by side with the God. Blessed be. And now that you've done your anointing, this will be the time that we rededicate or dedicate ourselves, depending on your choice. You are welcome to change the words God and Goddess to the divine if that feels more comfortable for you. And you can also say these words aloud or just say them in your mind. So, with your hand over your chest and over your heart, repeat after me. Tonight I pledge my dedication to the God and Goddess, Mother and Father. I will walk with them beside me and ask them to guide me on this journey. I pledge to honor them and ask that they allow me to grow closer to them. As I do will it, so mote it be. Blessed be. Take a few moments to allow this to move through your body, the energy. Allow the words that you've said aloud to resonate with you. And feel the sensations of connection, of divinity, of holiness within you and around you. And for that, I congratulate you. Blessed be. It's now time for our seasonal spell. And at this time, I hope if you have not read the description, as usual, I ask you to draw on a small little slip of paper. Keep your candle nearby if you have one, and of course, have a fireproof container. I'm using my smudging shell today. So think about that which you either have already begun putting energy into and would like to see grow, or think of either fertilizing the seed of the work that you've been doing, or visualize yourself, or think of it as something that you would like to plant the seed of to see grow that you will nurture throughout the coming months ahead. And as usual, I'd like you to create a short phrase to encompass that. For example, I do not say I am going to, say I am living in my new home. I am a healthy person. I am fill in the blank. Own it. Own it and see it as something that has been complete. So take a few moments to think of that, or write it down if you have not, or you're choosing to write it down. Keep it short. Keep it kind of simple, not too detailed. We don't want to confuse the universe. We want to send out an energy that you can focus on easily. And when you are ready, go ahead and close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths in, filling your belly. Pause and exhale. And begin to repeat the phrase in your mind, I am, fill in the blank. I am. I am. Allow the imagery to come into your mind and continue to repeat the I am, fill in the blank statement until you get a very clear picture in your mind. We're creating a thought form. I am. I am. I am. And as the imagery becomes clearer and clearer, and you see yourself with the finished goal of your intention, I'd like you to sense the relief and the gratitude you have that you have received it. Sense how happy you are, how grateful you are that you are, fill in the blank. I am grateful, I am. I am grateful, I am. I am grateful, I am. And as the imagery in the thought form is strong, allow yourself to see it rise. Allow yourself to see it expand, going out into the universe. And repeat after me. Now is a time of great planting, and I accept that which I sow. Now is a time of great planting, and I accept that of which I sow. So mote it be. Blessed be. If you have a paper, this would be the time to light it on fire, stick it in your fireproof container. Make sure that you plant the ashes outside. This is a perfect idea, a perfect time for you to put something in the soil to grow. So if you do have the ashes, this would be the time to put it in the soil. So this has been lovely, but it's time for us to begin to close, or shall I say, open the circle. So please join me in saying goodbye to our Father, our God. We thank thee, Lord, for being present in our ritual. Stay in our hearts and minds through the coming months, and remind us of your presence and these remaining days ahead. Blessed be. And now for the goddess and the mother. We thank thee, great lady, for being present in our ritual. Thank you for all of the gifts that you have shared with us tonight. As you go from mother to maiden to crone, continue to comfort and nurture us. As the days grow longer ahead, be with us in our hearts and in our thoughts. Blessed be. And now bringing our attention to the north. Spirits of the north, spirits of earth, thank you for your presence in our ritual. We give you thanks for the many gifts that you will give us and have given us as this year moves ahead. Thank you and blessed be. And to the spirits of the west, spirits of water, thank you for your presence in our ritual tonight. We give thanks to your many gifts throughout this coming year. Thank you and blessed be. And bringing our attention to the south. Spirits of the south, spirits of fire, thank you for your presence in our ritual tonight. We give thanks for your many gifts and those for the year ahead. Thank you and blessed be. And now for the east. Spirits of the east, spirits of air, thank you for your presence in our ritual tonight. We give thanks for your many gifts for the year coming ahead. Thank you and blessed be. And with gifts and blessings soon to proceed, we open our circle, we remove the barrier between the world of mortals and that of the spirit world, allowing the barrier to dissolve, bringing us to this time and this space, and proclaim this right to be at an end. Blessed be to you, blessed be to the gods, merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. Blessed be. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. I like to say hello to a few of you before we go. Hi, Shelly. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. Hello, Maria. Good to see you on Facebook. Very good. Thank you, Sandra, on YouTube. Very nice to have you all here. I always enjoy celebrating with all of you. It really kind of adds to the energy, don't you think? Wonderful. Anyway, by all means, today is the first. We can celebrate this the first, the second, the third. If you'd like to redo the ceremony again with your friends or with yourself, your family, if you'd like to do it with your coven, if you don't have a ritual prepared, feel free to use this. And by all means, please, you know the routine. Like and share, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Thank you for joining me and being a part of this very sacred holiday for me. I love you. Have a wonderful week. I will see you next week.